Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy freaking Thursday. What is this? Talk That Talk Thursday? It is indeed. Wow, it is Talk That Talk Thursday. That's great because we're gonna share some very, very interesting stuff today. It's so weird because I was torn on whether or not to share with you guys today. What's going on? I was a little torn to share this Roger Ver story. And I was like, should I do it? Should I share the Tucker Carlson video? Like, what should I do? Should I just cover it myself? Because a lot of when the channel started having issues and stuff, my channel was because I started sharing stuff, about a particular book, right? Um, Parts one and two. You guys probably remember that book. I started sharing that and started, kind of sharing with the community kind of realities of government and powers and control and stuff. And that's when I noticed a lot of stuff with the channel. And it's interesting because I watched a whole Tucker Carlson interview on Tucker Carlson's YouTube channel. I didn't watch it on X. I watched it on Tucker Carlson's YouTube channel. And at the end of the channel, he said that the same thing, um, which is odd, but he said the same thing that was happening to my channel was happening to his channel. And he didn't say that though until the very last 30 seconds of that 40-minute interview. He actually said that that they had been controlling his channel, controlling the views, blah, 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 all that stuff like that. And he said really the only thing that he could do to deal with that is to get more subscribers. That's the only way you can deal with it, which I thought was interesting. I thought that was very, 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 very interesting. Increase the subscriber count. So, but anyway, yeah, same thing that happened to my channel happened to his, oddly enough. And we all know he came from mainstream media and different things like that. So he had a huge following, come to YouTube and X, of course, but he said that is exactly going on with his channel. It's that shadow ban type deal. Yeah, he said that is actually happening uh, to his channel, which is interesting, I think, to say the least. Let me do this, change this chat up here real quick. Appreciate you guys checking in again. Happy Talk That Talk Thursday to each and every one of you. I think an interesting time to share Roger Ver's story. I have been having this tab open on my laptop for probably 7, 9 days, if not longer. You can see that I did this probably 7, 10 days ago, if not longer. We'll talk more about that later. FreeRogerNow.org. And I wanted to share it on the channel. I had been going back and forth about whether or not to share Tucker Carlson's video. Can that be done? Let me see. Why is that down there and this is up here? That's not good. Can't get rid of that. Have to do this one, I guess. Appreciate you guys checking in. What's going on, XRP Gal? How are you? Appreciate you checking in. Rick Cisneros is in the building. What's up? XRP Gal says, I saw a shorts on it. Looks really interesting. Yeah, that interview was really, really good. And then and I got turned on to this, I guess, initially. I watched Jungle Ink's video this morning and he mentioned it. And when I say turned on, I got turned on is not the word, because I had already saw the Roger Ver, the freenow.org, and I forget how I even got to that. He was on, him and his lawyer were on, it's a female attorney. He was in the interview alongside of her with tape over his mouth. Who did that interview? Um, I can't remember who did it, but that was the interview I saw. The Tucker Carlson interview was the second one that I saw, where it was just Tucker and Roger Ver. The first video I saw 7, 10 days ago, Roger Ver was sitting next to his attorney with tape like duct taped over his mouth. He didn't say a single word. She said everything in that interview. And it was brief, 8, 10 minutes maybe. And I can't remember who it was. But anyway, that's what turned me on to where is it? freerogernow.org. But the Tucker Carlson interview was really very, very telling, compelling, um, to say the least, and a lot of insights and stuff into that. What's going on, Joseph Brunetti? Going on? Yeah, I think the trust line, Joseph, I think the deal with the trust line, and we'll get into that, is if it, I think the way it works is if you want to use the stable coin, the RLUSD, if you want to use it, put it somewhere in a liquidity pool or something like that, you have to have a trust line. But I think if you just want to own it, you just got it to hold it, I think that's when you don't need a trust line, Joseph. And that comes from XP Markets. They put that out, but I'll share that with you guys. So I'm gonna have to use the other tab here because this is not gonna work. So with that being said, again, welcome. We're gonna go over the market. We'll go over the numbers and stuff. But my guy Jungle put this out, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So let me do. Let me share this first, and then I'll share this. So freerogernow.org, freerogernow.org. I'm just doing things so I'm doing them up front so I don't forget to cover them. freerogernow.org. I'm going to pull up something in one of my emails. But this post from Jungle was very, very interesting. So you're very, very telling, to say the least. Let me find this thing from the XRPL firewall thing so I can share that with you guys as well. Caleb and Brown is reaching out to me for a partnership. They're a crypto brokerage deal, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of particular who I kind of team up with or look to work with. You search that XRPL firewall. I don't want to share that as well. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. This XRPL firewall, and they're going to need support and that type of deal to get it into the actual ledger. They'll have to, do a little amendment to the XRPL, but I think that is absolutely massive for security. And I'll cover that. I'll cover that in a second. Let me see this. My sister's calling. Oh. I think that's going to be really, really good. And considering with the stablecoin being launched, I think if you get this added measure of security added to the ledger, I think that's going to be massive, absolutely massive. I don't know how I'm going to be able to share this, but I'll figure it out. All right, so XRP firewall, I'll have a link here for you guys if you want to do that. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome for sure to have that kind of security on your XRP. I think is massive. I think it's well worth the service for sure because they're going to put it on the actual XRPL, which will be just genius in motion, which I think is just going to add to adoption of the XRPL as a whole as well. But they can't get to a process to propose and this amendment to the ledger to have this unless they have a certain amount of support from the community to do it. So, all right. So Jungle put this out about Roger Ver. Again, this is Talk That Talk Thursday. And you guys know how I feel about certain things and certain entities and when it comes to the government and how they operate. Jungle put this out. It says, I was recently contacted by Roger Ver, who shared fascinating insights about the founding of Ripple and, by extension, the XRPL. Information that only a few like Jed McCaleb might also know. This is sure to be an eye-opening story. However, right now, Roger needs our support. Like many in the crypto community, he is facing challenges from the government. Please take a moment to visit freerogernow.org and sign in support of Roger. This is not just about one individual. It's about defending freedom for everyone in the crypto space. Let's stand together. Let's stand together. So let me see if I can do this. Let's see. Does this work? No, that did not work, bro. What is that? So I'm trying to do this and it's just not cooperating. This interview is on YouTube. Okay. But actually, you know what? It's on X. Let me go to X and do it. I'm going to share it from X. This may help with the channel as far as I'm not, putting another shadow ban on the channel. I think if I play it from X, I won't have to deal with that madness. Let me welcome some more people into the stream because, yeah, Google owns, right? They own YouTube and yeah. What's going on, Pookie? Did I miss the Trustline? Nope, not yet, sir. How about that link today? Which link? XRP Gal. Let me know which link. Rick Sicinos sees the goal in the Zama wallet is to exchange my crypto coin to a stable coin, so I do not use any exchange and I have complete control. I hear you, bro. That makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. No, Jack A, you did not miss the Trustline, my friend. Oh, okay, XRP Gal. Chainlink is up 22% today. Yeah. Did you guys see Jungle's video? He talked about President-elect buying tons of Chainlink, Aave, DeFi, and Ethereum. Did you guys see that? That was very, very, very interesting. But let's take it. I just want to, just to remind you of some things, arguably, an argument can be made that Ripple, thus the XRPL, Roger Ver was the financing of David Schwartz's salary. I think like 400 grand, and for him to be able to do what they wanted to do on that XRPL, like he funded that. A lot of people don't know, but Roger was massively successful in his 20s, in his early 20s, like massively successful. So anyway, I'll show you guys how to set up the trust line here in a few. I just wanted to share some things in this video about Roger. Sakari 2. Yes, I'm going to show you how to set up that trust line, Sakari 2. Are you going to show us how to set up the RLUSD trust line? Yeah. Jack A says, will it be on XRP Toolkit? I don't know. Probably. It takes like 2 seconds to do that. Two seconds. XRP Gal. Oh, you're talking about XRP Gal. Okay. Why do we need to set up the trust line? I'm going to share that. And I don't know if if there is a need to. and I'll share that as well. But take a listen here. I wanted to share something here. Tucker Carlson says Roger Ver is facing life in prison for revealing how the United States government worked secretly to subvert cryptocurrency and prevent economic freedom. This is from Tucker Carlson. Got some timestamps on here. Roger Ver facing extradition from Spain. Minute 7:49, the hijacking of Bitcoin. 12:18, how the government tracks your every transaction. Who is Satoshi? Why Ver chose to speak out or chooses to speak out. Ver's experience in a Spanish prison. Okay, so let me see how much of this we can play just from the beginning.
And so whenever, Roger, thanks a lot for joining us. So here's how I understood your story. This is what I read. You are being extradited from Spain, an ally in Western Europe, a NATO country, to the United States by the U.S. Justice Department to face life in prison, 109 years, for tax evasion. You're not a U.S. citizen. The period that you're being charged with evading American taxes, you are not a U.S. citizen. And so whenever I see a story that said...
So for the time frame that they're charging that he didn't pay taxes, he wasn't a United States citizen. He wasn't living in the States. But the accusation is not paying taxes.
As the U.S. government is extraditing somebody for tax evasion to put him in prison for 109 years, my first thought is maybe it's not really about the taxes. Maybe there's something more to this story. Could there be another reason the U.S. government is angry at you and wants to put you in prison for the rest of your life?
Yeah, to be honest, I think they're not really angry about taxes at all. I think they're just angry about my lack of obedience and lack of, kissing their ring. I was the first person in the entire world to start investing in the Bitcoin ecosystem and investing in businesses that made it easy for people to use Bitcoin as money and as cash for people all over the world. And I was promoting it since 2011 as, hey, stop using the US dollar, stop using euros, stop using yen, start using Bitcoin. We have an alternative in which each individual anywhere on the planet can be in charge of their own money completely without needing permission from any politician or any government anywhere in the world. And when you're a government that loves controlling people through the control of the money supply, that's very, very threatening to their control of the world. So of course they didn't like that at all. And I knew that this sort of thing was dangerous. And I thought the safest path for me would be to not be a US citizen. So in 2014, I renounced my US citizenship and became a citizen of the world effectively. But my new nationality is St. Kitts, which is a wonderful little island in the Caribbean. And I thought that that would be safe for me. And I could promote Bitcoin from there and obey. Even though I may disagree with plenty of laws, I do my best to obey them because I know when you're advocating for things that change the world, governments don't like that and they can come after you. So I told all my tax attorneys and everybody else, we have to do everything perfect so that there's no room for the US government to give me a hard time about any of this. And more than a decade after I had already renounced my US citizenship, and just a couple of weeks after I published a book on the hijacking of Bitcoin, how it no longer works as peer-to-peer cash for the world, and it's been morphed into something that's just a digital asset that people are speculating on the price on, rather than something that can compete with the US dollar and the euro and the yen for use as currency around the world. Suddenly, right after my book gets published, that exposes how people claiming to work for intelligence agencies hijack Bitcoin to do that. Suddenly, I get arrested and tossed in jail in Spain and trying to be extradited to face more than 100 years in prison. I'm 45 today. I think my odds of being alive with conventional technology in 109 years from now aren't looking too good. So effectively, to die in prison is what they want because they're so upset about the things I've been saying and the way I've been promoting cryptocurrency around the world. As the founder of Bitcoin.com, co-founder of XRP and Blockchain.com and a bunch of other companies, I literally seeded the entire first generation of cryptocurrency companies. And so they're furious at me for trying to have something that can compete with the US dollar.
He literally seeded the digital asset space industry back in his day. I'm going to put the link to this video for you guys to have as well. But I think 2011, if he's 45 today, 2011 is 13 years ago. So he was 30. Am I doing my math? He was 32 years old when he was running around talking about Bitcoin. But the reality of his story is prior to that, when he was in his 20s, okay, when in this video, it shares that. When he was in his 20s, okay, he he had this little platform because he was a tech guy. He has tech businesses. He became hugely successful. So he was a like a multi-millionaire guy and young in his 20s. I don't know what age, but in his young 20s. And he called out an agency, the ATF, for the stuff that happened in was it Waco? Might have been Waco. I think it was Waco with the religious group, and there were kids there, infants, 3, 4, 5 year olds, and that whole deal there. And there were definitely known families with children there. And we all know what happened. That thing was essentially I don't know, obviously sure they were the people in the houses were fighting back. But there was a decision made that everyone in that place died. So anyway, he called that out. He called that out, and he called out the agency responsible for that, and blah blah blah, and called them. That 2 word name that they call when you know that there are babies, and then the babies end up dying, but you know that there are babies, 3 year olds and 4 year olds and 5 year olds, and you still continue to do what you did. So, in any case, he called them out on that, and that was really it. That was really the beginning of all that stuff that happened to him. And for me, a guy, anyway, for me, uh, right, when you're a young man in your 20s and in your 30s, you may be right about a lot of stuff. It's how you go about it that's the difference. And you know, he made his decision to do what he did because he felt it was right, and he did it the way he wanted to do it. If I had as a son, and I do have a son, and he wanted to do those things, if he would have spoke to me, I would have I would have told him to do right, but you got to do right the right way, uh, right? Because there's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things, and what I mean by that is you can expose the truth without endangering your freedom, right? Right? Because Roger essentially has put his freedom on the line for exposing the truth. Because the end goal is exposing it, or telling the truth, waking people up. But it's how you do it that is different. And he was a young guy, Um, I mean, he did a lot of stuff, national radio stuff. Right. He was a young dude with some money, and he was out there exposing the wrong. But I think the way he chose to do it is the challenge that he is having. And I think he thought that since he had the money to get the law firms, get 2 or 3 law firms, and the whole nine, the whole 9 yards, he thought that that was going to protect him. And we all know that you're gonna need a little bit more than that than 2 or 3 law firms, right? When the long arm comes after you, trust me, you're gonna need more than just a couple of law firms to protect yourself, for sure. XRP Gal says, sees we all regret not heeding the warnings of our parents that our parents gave us. Yeah, so that's exactly right. So that's kind of I see it. I see it as, I mean, he's 45, he's still young. So imagine what he was doing prior to 2011. prior to 2011 was when he exposed that stuff, right? So this, we're talking a dude in his 20s, right? So, who, you know, who was blessed, I guess he's tech savvy, built some stuff, built some companies and has some good stuff there. But, that can be the challenge. I always wondered how was he able to pay David Schwartz's salary? What in the world? How is he able to do it? Then I discovered, yeah, he was a multimillionaire in his 20s. And he had, you know, did a lot of seeding for, you know, I think blockchain.com, definitely Ripple. Um, um, you know, and a lot of people thought he was a BTC maxi. He was not a Bitcoin maxi. He's never been a maxi, actually. Not Bitcoin maxi. Anyway, so let me get that. Let me get that link. I'm going to put that in here if you guys want to watch that full interview. Highly recommend that you do. Learn more about the story, and I strongly encourage you to go to freerogernow.org if you think, I mean, after watching that, if you think there's something a little not great about what the three-letter alphabet group are trying to do to this dude. First of all, it's dicey at best. And then, you know, this whole vengeance thing because a young man in his 20s called a three-letter agency two-word name. Don't you? That's kind of, I don't know. That was the start of it. Now, to add on to that, in 2011, he gets some Bitcoin and he's telling people literally, you know, don't do the dollar deal. don't do the fiat system because it's a control system. And again, it's the delivery. It's not the message. It's the delivery. It's not the message. That's the challenge. You know, that is the challenge. And Keyless is in the building. What's going on, Keyless? How are you? Joe Buddy is in the building. Guess where you absolutely don't have to pay U.S. tax legally and not give up your U.S. citizenry. Yeah, Puerto Rico. Yeah, interesting. It's very interesting. Joe Buddy says, buy more Flare or XDC. I've been doing FLR, my friend. I've been doing FLR. Rick Cisneros says it costs 25 cents point. What is this? It costs 25 XRP to set up the Trustline on Xamarin Wallet. So make sure it costs 25 XRP. To set that Trustline up, I didn't know that. 25 XRP to set up the Trustline? Or because I see you got two dots there. So is it 0.25 or is it 25 to set up that Trustline? Maybe it's 0.25, huh, Rick? I see you got two dots there, like semicolon. Maybe it's 0.25. Maybe it's 0.25. 25? I don't remember. I mean, I've set up so many trust lines. I never really paid attention to how much XRP it costs. Rick says, yes, 25. Not. So 40 something dollars. All right. So let me cover XP markets. No, it's 0.25. Okay, there it is. It's 0.25. All right, so let's do it. Just a couple of ways to do it now. A couple of ways to do it. XP Market has a website, has their site. You can go there and click if you want to do it there. You can also do it using CoinMarketCap if you want to do that. So let me share the way that I think that I would do it. Sakari2 says 0.25. He said, yeah, that makes better sense. All right, so a couple of things. Let's go to CoinMarketCap.com real quick. CoinMarketCap.com, right? You can search over here. You can search Ripple USD, Ripple USD. Search it, comes up there, Ripple USD. They got a little contract going on right here down on the left. You see it says the website, it says the socials, contracts right here, right? Couple things you can do. You can copy this address here, right? You can copy the address, and then you can go to XRPL services, XRPL dot services, XRPL dot services, and you can connect your Zum wallet and do it that way. Let me see if I can gotta use my other phone here. The Zum on this phone, I don't think there's a lot of XRP there. So let's do that. So that's one way. The other way is XP Markets has it, and so does Magnetic X. Hey, Keyless, is looking like Magnetic. I don't know. Just remember, I was a little, what's the word do I want to use here? I was cautious about X Magnetic. There was just some ramblings that, remember that liquidity pool was doing so well. I was killing the game over there. And I exited after 2 or 3 days, took my little win and got out. But it was some ramblings about no one's really met the people behind magnetic.org or magnetic. And I was like, I don't know. But they got a place here you can do it if you want to do it there. I didn't use that. And XP Market also has one. Let me see if you want to use that. I'm going to use XRPL dot services. That's where I do all of my trust lines. But let me find XP Markets. It's this guy here, Dr. Artur Kakchakalov. Apparently they hooked up now. They're on the X app on Xammon as well, which is cool. But let me get that. XP Markets. See right here, Magnetic X. Congratulations to Ripple on the final approval of RLUSD. You can set your trust line there right now via Magnetic. You can use the thing here. That's what I pulled up. Where's my XP Market one? Here it is. Is this the one? Yeah. So some educational posts. Let's get into some quick facts about the Ripple stablecoin and the ledger. Still not in circulation. Beware of scams. It is stable. It's a stablecoin pegged to the dollar, which means one RLUSD is always $1. XP Market lists only one Ripple stablecoin, which has been verified and received a gold check. Awesome. Ripple stablecoin, the RLUSD pairs will be available for trading on XP's market DEX. Awesome. It says here, you do not need a trust line as there will be no airdrop. But trust line is required if you plan to use it. So you do not need a trust line as there will be no airdrop. But a trust line is required if you plan to use it. If you plan to use RLUSD. All right. Follow only official and verified sources. Double check the data. Double check the data. And if you click here, you can see XP Markets has it as well. So I'm going to put a link to this one here just to be fair. I think that should work. I'll put Magnetic's link as well. I'm just saying that I'm personally going to use XRPL services. XRPL dot services. All right. And here's the Magnetic one. I'll put that link here. Copy it. Let me put it in here. So that's the Magnetic one. All right. So I just want to make sure I'm fair to those who are sharing. You're welcome, Sakari, too. XRPL gals. Calling me out. Calling me out. Put your glasses on, CJ. 0.25. Appreciate that. Put it all capital. That's right. I'm an old dude, man. I'm an old dude. Put it all capitals for me. Point two, 0.25. Thank you, XRP guy. I appreciate that. That's funny. That is funny. All right, so those are the two there. So let me go back. CoinMarketCap.com. Let me repeat. CoinMarketCap.com. Type in here in the search Ripple space USD, and you'll see the RLUSD come up. You can also do RLUSD if you like to do it that way as well. Right? There's a contract address right there. All right. Down on the bottom left says contract. You can copy that. Now, what I did is I did copy that. And I also used the head CTO, not the head, but maybe she's the head CTO at how would I? Hmm, I don't know. Let me show you her name. She's like the senior software developer or something, right? Over at the world. I used her information as well to verify that CoinMarketCap, had their stuff on point right here. So Mayuka, senior software engineer at RippleX Dev, right? So she put the contract address here as well, up here. So I did a little notes thing, to make sure it's correct. So that was the one on CoinMarketCap. And this is the one from the Mayuka lady, right? So that's the same one. It's the same one there. You can just go through them and you can see that they're the same, right? So the CoinMarketCap one is correctamundo, all right? So go to CoinMarketCap, copy it, go to xrpl.services, xrpl.services. Let me get the other phone here and get my Zoom. That is on that phone. Okay. Zaman wallet, Zaman. And let's sign in with that one there. I got a little XRP on there. All right. Let's sign in. How much XRP I got on that? Sign in request. Slide to accept the sign in on your phone, on your Zaman wallet. Love Zaman wallet, by the way. Love Zaman wallet for XRPL. Close. All right. So signed in there, right? I got, yep, a few hundred XRP there. So and it says Trustline. Trust set down here. Trust set. Click that. And then you paste in the address that you copied from CoinMarketCap, right? All right, got it. And then hold on. Select a token from the list below. So I pasted it, XRP address, which issues the token. Paste it there. And then you're just going to tab this bar down where it says select a token from the list below. And there is RLUSD. And you click on that. There it is. Send trust to set to Zoom. And there it is in there. That's as easy peasy as it get. KYC, check, confirm. All right, so let me go to my events here. Sometimes with the Xamin, you got to go to your events to see and sign this final thing here. Sign and request. Click on events and then slide to accept it. Make sure you got your 2FAs on or your biometrics. Done. Close. Submit it. There it is. There it is. It has been done. Let me know if you guys got any questions on that. I do not like that this. Can I get rid of this? What is this? So odd, so odd. Yes, you copy the address for the issuer, Jack A. So Sakari 2, where do you sign in? Where do you sign in with the Xamin wallet at? Are you saying sign in, like connecting to xrpl.services, or signing the final? Yes, I'm using Xamin, Sakari 2. You're typing in XANAX. You're talking about the Xamin wallet, right? You don't need the currency code because everything will pop up. All right, let me do it again. I'll do it again, Jack A. Do it again. So, CoinMarketCap, hey guys and gals, collapse the chat for a sec and so see some love by hitting that like button. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Sorry, guys, do me a favor and hit that like button for me. Listen, if you didn't do so on the way in, no worries. Just collapse the chat real quick, go smash the like, and then come back and hang out with the CryptoCeej and fam. Yeah, I'll do it again. No worries. I can do it for you guys again. All right. So again, coinmarketcap.com. You want to go there first, coinmarketcap.com. Coinmarketcap.com. You type in Ripple US dollar or you type in RLUSD, all capitals, either one works. Then you go to the bottom left here, you'll see websites, socials, and contracts. And you copy that contract address. Then you go to the website xrpl.services, plural, xrpl.services. Let me copy that as well. Put that in the chat for you guys. Right? xrpl.services. And when you first go to xrpl.services, it'll say sign in with Zum, which is the Xamin wallet. Xamin, formerly known as Zum or Zoom. And then you sign in to your Zum wallet. Sign into your Zum wallet. Remember, you got to go down to the bottom of, if you're using your phone, you got to go onto the bottom and slide to accept so that you sign in. Right? So you're gonna have to what's it? Scroll up on your phone, go to the bottom, and the bottom will say slide to accept to sign in Sakari 2. So when you do that, once you're signed in, you gotta accept that sign in. It's not gonna just happen just because you scan the QR code. You got to go to the bottom to slide to accept the sign in. Slide to accept the sign in. Once you do that, you go down to the bottom left where it says Trustline, right? Click on that. And underneath that, it'll say XRPL address, which issues the token. That's where you would paste in what you got on Coin Market Cap. And again, we verified that the Coin Market Cap address is the same that the senior software developer engineer had in the post on X, right? And when you post that in, when you paste that in, it'll be another thing. It says select token to thing. You tab on that and it'll show RLUSD. You select RLUSD, right? So it should be no other numbers or anything to paste in. The only thing you should need to paste in is the address. No numbers, no currency code. I didn't use, only thing I used was this address here in the bottom left, the XRPL address that starts with an R, ends with the E, 5DE. That's the only thing that I use to set it. An XRP gal, it costs 0.25. Okay, to set that trust line up, not 25, okay? 0.25. So that's all I did. So it's good so far, all right. Oh, you're on XRP Toolkit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The toolkit is awesome as well for keeping track of stuff and stuff like that. I primarily use XRPL dot services for trust lines. So you say good so far? All right, perfect. All right, so everyone got that? And if you guys got any questions, let me know. Super, super important. Anybody got any questions? Anybody? Jackie says, seems to let me go to the next part, but not RLUSD. Hmm. Yeah. The XRPL dot service is just, again, it's just, you click a couple of buttons and you're good to go. I don't use the toolkit for trust lines. It's just the XRPL dot service is just so simple to use. Are you using the toolkit because you're wanting to do it for maybe a different custody wallet or something like that? That's why I like the toolkit. You don't have some. Yeah, I don't know how to do it with the toolkit, my friend. I don't know how to do it there. I guess maybe you're doing it with a different wallet, like a ledger or something like that. If it's asking for a currency code, try copying it again, Sakari 2. It might be your laptop that you're using. Uh, no, XRP Gal, you're not. Before RLUSD, I've never used a trust line or even heard of a trust line. Am I missing something? No, it's just a lot of times with the Zum wallet, these trust lines for different tokens that you want to be able to get to see and have them appear in the Zum wallet. You set the trust lines. I don't know if I've done anything for airdrops. I don't think I've ever done anything for, not that I'm aware of. No, no, just this particular one is a stable coin. But I've set a trust line up for any asset that I want to see on the Zum wallet. Elysian, AAU, Magnetic X, OXP, anything that I want to see there, I set the trust line up so I can see it. ARC. Huh. I didn't know that wallet had that on there. Oh, Sakari 2 says, finally got it, my friend. Awesome. Last Opus says, took less than a minute to add it. There you go, my friend. Sakari 2 says, finally got it. Awesome. I love it. Very, very hard to navigate on an iPhone. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Jack A, if they're asking for a currency code, I would not know. I would not know what that was. Pookie Pook, you said I set a trust line with Flare, Sologenic. You did. Mom Dharma says, sorry, I just got in. Please let me know why we need to set up the trust. Why we need to set up the trust line for. So we're talking about setting up a trust line for the RLUSD. the Ripple stablecoin that's going to launch here shortly. So that's what we were setting it up for. Sakari 2 says, I came here by chance and can't thank you enough for your patience and kindness. Oh, you're welcome, Sakari 2. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Oh, hold on one second, guys. All right, Mr. CryptoCeej calling from the airport. What is a trust line and why do you need it? What is a trust line and why do you need it? It's when it's the issuer of a token for the XRPL. In order for you to get that token on the XRPL, you have to set a trust line that it is a trusted token, verified token, all those other things that you would accept and that you would want to have on your wallet. Like if you're not interested in RLUSD, no need to set up a trust line. If you're not interested in the Zahao token, no need to set up a trust line, right? So that type of deal like that. There it is, keyless netted. The only time I've ever had to create a trust line is when using anything on the XRPL. Trust lines are not only for stable coins, it's for anything you want to interact with on the XRPL, right? Oh, Last Opus, thanks for the sub, my friend. I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time. So let me go over this thing here. I really do think this is massively important. I'm trying to see how I can set this up. But this firewall, xrplfirewall.com. I think this is massively important. This is from a guy who has several hardware wallets, who has two web browser security things, Wallet Guard and Pocket Universe for phishing scams, stuff like that. I think this is going to be awesome. So this is join the firewall waitlist. This is from these two guys here, Chris Dangerfield and Dennis Angel. Chris, I believe I always get this confused between Evernode's and XRPL Commons. Evernode's, I think it's going to be awesome. But these two guys are putting this together, validators on the network, et cetera, et cetera. And this is what they're looking to do. Introduction to firewall. Imagine waking up to find your XRP drained from your account. It's a risk every self-custody holder faces, but we think we can alleviate some of that concern. And again, people get bit a lot of times. I got bit one time because I was doing airdrop farming, different chains. And the scammers were imitating on X, they were imitating the socials on X. So making their link and stuff look, 99% identical to the real accounts. And so you have to be really super, super careful. But it was an airdrop thing. And they always take you to a website. Okay. They take you to a phishing, kind of like a phishing scam website like that. And ask you to connect. It's usually MetaMask wallet. So I'm asking you to connect that MetaMask wallet to get the airdrop or whatever. So you got to be really, really careful with that. If people get their wallets drained all the time, I had one of my wallets drained. It was reasonable amount of assets on there, 6, 7 different assets drained. Imagine walking up to find your XRP drained from your account. It's a risk every self-custody holder faces, but we think we can help alleviate that. Now, obviously, this was before I got, Pocket Universe and Wallet Guard. Introducing the XRPL Firewall, a simple user-friendly security feature designed to protect your XRP, even if your private key or seed phrase is compromised. Even if your private key or seed phrase is compromised. Me and Miss CryptoCeej went to an event, and dude had tons of XRP on his ledger. On the ledger, and he lost all his XRP. Tens of thousands of XRP. Tens of thousands of XRP he lost. And he said it was on the ledger. So anyway, you won't need to change the wallet you use today. Firewall will integrate seamlessly into your current setup, and an intuitive UI will guide you through a quick and easy setup process. Best of all, it's designed to protect you without disrupting your day-to-day usage. Firewall is baked directly into the XRP Ledger protocol. There is no third party to trust. It's an on-ledger feature fully aligned with the principles of self-custody with a user-friendly interface. With Firewall, you'll get the ultimate combination of on-chain security, ease of use, and peace of mind. However, to bring this game-changing feature to life, we need the community's support, as it requires an amendment to RLUSD, the software, the XRP Ledger core software. It requires an amendment to the RLUSD, the XRP Ledger core software. Join our waitlist and help make XRP safer for everyone. It's free, and it's free to join the waitlist. Okay, the service is not going to be free. It's free to join the waitlist, and there's zero commitment to join the waitlist. Remember, in order to move forward, they got to get enough people to show that there's enough people interested in something like this. It says by signing up, you'll demonstrate the value of Firewall to key network stakeholders and the XRP Ledger community, reinforcing its importance as a highly desired and much needed security enhancement. If you'd like to dive deeper into the details, you can read the proposal here, which is XLX 86D. XRPL Firewall explained the problem. Did you know that less than 0.25% of accounts are protected by multi-sig? Over 50 billion XRP sits on an account wallet. It's estimated that over 500 million XRP has been lost due to account compromise. So this multi-sig thing is, for most users, is either too complex or impractical for day-to-day use. And as a result, most XRP accounts do not implement it. But why did the multi-sigs fall short? Which is a multi-sig is just another person signing for a transaction to go to. It could be 2, it could be 3, it could be more than that. Complexity, setting it up is hard. Tooling, while 2's multi-sig is not natively supported by most wallets. So here's the features of what they're looking to do. Time-based value limit transaction control, whitelisting for trusted destinations. I think it's awesome. Exchanges do that. But with this firewall, that's going to be a thing as well. Built-in backup account, protect your funds with the designated backup. In case of compromise, you can quickly and securely transfer without a delay. Time-based value limit transaction control. You can set that if you like. Prevent master key disabling, seamless integration, and user-friendly admin board. And then it tells you here how it works. Setting up your firewall. Activating XRP's firewall is easy. Choose optional settings like daily spend limits and trusted backup accounts. Add a whitelist of addresses to allow secure transactions without disruptions, which is, family member or two, right? Like I would set one up, whitelist address for Miss CryptoCeej, little Miss CryptoCeej. Those would be whitelisted addresses that I would set up for them. So in other words, my XRP could only, go to those there without disruption. I like that. Protect against unauthorized transactions. XRPL firewall activity monitors outgoing transactions and blocks unauthorized actions like account draining, master key disabling, or account deletion. Example, a hacker tries to drain your account and they get blocked. Seamless day-to-day usage. For genuine transactions, XRP Firewall works seamlessly in the background. Payments to trusted accounts proceed instantly while new payments follow your set limits, which I like that. Like you could say, you could set something up depending on what you want to do it, 5 XRP, 10 XRP, 100 XRP, whatever it is, you can set these kind of limits once you get more comfortable with using it. Now, this recovery thing is interesting to me. It says, if your account is compromised, transfer your full balance to your backup account instantly. Attackers cannot stop or delay this process. Example, your account is compromised, log in a firewall and move your entire balance to your designated backup account. Okay. So different features like that. I like it. I do like it. And again, Christine DeFeo, I'm pretty sure is part of the Evernote team. I know he is big into XRPL Commons and that new foundation as well. So yeah, we say win here. So I like him. I like it. I think it's an excellent idea. I really, really do. I think it's an excellent idea. So did I miss anybody checking in? I don't think I missed anyone checking in. Last opus. Move accordingly. What's going on, bro? How are you? Hope all is well with everyone. Appreciate you checking in. Rick says we need to make sure it's quantum proof for the future, right? Pookie Pookie says, I love Bifrost. One-stop shop. Yeah, I like the Bifrost wallet too. Scar 2 says, very, very important. Firewall. I joined a few days ago. Very, very nice. Elias, I appreciate you answering the questions, helping out here. Appreciate that. Brady Cat, I miss you checking in. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Brady Cat says, see, I was able to just click on the plus in my Xamarin wallet and add RLUSD and sign the transaction. The plus. The plus. Oh, add. Okay, got it. You mean the add button? You were just able to click add, and that's it. I was able to just click on the plus button, which is add, in my Xamarin wallet and add RLUSD and sign the transaction. So you hit add, and you hit add, and you're saying in the list of things to add, oh, I see RLUSD right there. Thank you for sharing that. That is exactly right. Sakari 2, Last Opus. But what one of you guys I think no, it was one of you guys don't have Jack A don't have the Xamarin wallet, the Xamarin wallet. But that is, I see it there now. I see it there now. I already set the trust line up. Yeah, see that keyless. I went through all that. You don't even need to do that if you're using the Zum wallet. If you're using the Zum wallet, or keep saying Zum, the Xammon wallet, you would just sign into your Xammon wallet, and up the top there, pretty close to the top, it says a little plus button, says add, and you click that, and the RLUSD is one of the things you can add. Last Opus, oh man, I'm sorry for your loss, bro. Had my Coinbase wallet drained. Everything is in cold wallets now. Let me do something here. Yeah, we all kind of get to that thing, right? It's so easy to do too. Really is so easy to do. You're just moving so quickly, you don't think. And there's been, I would say two, three, maybe even four times where I almost got scammed, and I just caught myself in the nick of time. I mean, it was close. it was it was super, super close. Hold on a second. It was really, really I was like, the world? Yeah, it was really close, man. Really, really close. Like I would say three or four times. I was like, yep, they almost got me. They almost got me. So anyway, if this interests you guys, here's a link to do the firewall thing. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, it was email websites, different two or three times. I'm going to say the most times were probably emails where I almost got hoodwinked and bamboozled. I'm telling you, it's not hard. But yeah. So anyway, there's a link. If you guys want to do it, you can use my link to sign up for that. It's a paid service. It's going to be a paid thing. So I don't want you guys to think that it's not going to be paid. I just don't know. Uh, it's a monthly thing. So I was early to the wait list thing. So I think I'm going to get 2 months free if, again, all the stuff works. Right now, they got 2,000 people that have signed up for it as of a couple of days ago. 3 months since I was an early bird, I get 2 months of the service for free if they launch, if there's enough interest, if. But for me, I think I was saying this, Pookie, on let me do this. I'm not sharing here. What's going on? What? Pookie says I got scammed using an XDC wallet that was referred by Bearable Bull. What? Yep, Zober's on there. What's going on, Zober? Zober says I lost 4,000 XRP years ago at 40 cents, I think he says. Scammed. Yeah. It's not hard. We've all been there. Pookie says lost 13,000 XDC, right? So, I mean, the bad guys are out there for sure. But boy, I would love a feature that's embedded into the XRPL. That would be nice, man. That would be so, so, so nice. So I'm excited about the firewall thing. Um, I really, really do like that. So they sent me a referral link. You guys can use that link if you'd like to you get, become a part of it, get on that wait list, et cetera, et cetera. That would be, I'm telling you, that would be, man, that would be nice. Would that not be nice? Again, this is Talk That Talk Thursday, so we just kind of hanging out and talking some stuff. I think the Roger Ver thing, fam, I think it's bigger than people think. And I just think it's important that we not become, I don't know, callous, I guess is the word. People can become callous. I saw comments on X about you should never been talking about Bitcoin. Like the dude's facing 109 years in prison, and people are talking about you shouldn't have been saying bad stuff about Bitcoin being slow and expensive. Like, seriously. What else we got going on here? CJ, there are commercials popping up for the last week or so on XRP content creators that feature Brad and other executives. Very professionally done. Gotcha. You talking about Garlinghouse, right? Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be super, super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. That would be awesome. And by the way, if you happen to be in that 55% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the CryptoCeej, and you have been enjoying those hangouts, do me a favor. We're trying to take that number down from 55% down to about 25% or so or less. And you can do your part right now by helping us to help us get up by just hitting that subscribe button. If you've been enjoying the hangouts, I definitely do appreciate that for sure. So that's how you set up your RLUSD trust line. If you want to do it, you don't need to do it. But if you plan on using RLUSD, my understanding is you will need to do that trust line. Or if you got the Xamin wallet, I got Frady Cat turned us on. You can just sign in. You don't have to do all that stuff we just went through. You can just sign in. You can just sign into the Xamin wallet. And right underneath request, you see how it says send and request right underneath request. You hit that add button and you'll see a list of tokens and RLUSD is right up there. You tap on that, then hit add or just hit add and it'll show up, which is awesome. Yeah, those commercials are scams. It's amazing how many XRP gal, how many scams are out there. It's crazy. Yep, add button, select RLUSD, and you're good to go. Again, people hemming and hawing and about Xamin wallet and the services that they provide, and they want to charge. Like, I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I've been a pro member for I don't know, pro user for I don't know how long. So I don't get it, man. These are valuable. These assets are massively valuable. Don't you want to have ease of use and protect them, right? And you're worried about a few dollars. You got Netflix. You got Netflix and HBO Max. Like I don't understand it. Sakari 2, are you using the Xamin wallet? You don't even have to go through all that. Unless you can just make sure you scroll up and then just hit slide to accept and it's the last step. Or you can just do what we just discovered. Complicit is the word I would use, Siege. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, my friend. Right. So just to let you know, appreciate you guys checking in on that for sure. Again, if you're a Xamin wallet user, it's a lot easier than the 2 or 3 steps that I went through with XRPL.services. If you're a Xamin wallet user, nice and easy. You don't have to do as much. You just sign in and click that add button right underneath request and you're good to go. Rick Cisnero says that's how I did it. Nice. Again, Xamin providing that stuff. Looking out for XRP holders. Love it. Love it. I'm a pro member, just saying. I'm a pro user, whatever they call that. I am it. And I love it. All right. So I shared that with you. Again, I think if you want to go check out and read some more for yourself, let me get this link. It's xrplfirewall.com. xrplfirewall.com. Copy that, put that in the chat for you guys. Do your homework, make sure you come to your own conclusions. Sakari 2 says, yeah, it took about 20 seconds. Yeah, it's nice and easy. You're welcome, XRP Gal. So I got to tell you, I'm really, really excited about that XRP firewall for sure. I think it's going to be awesome to do. I will be talking about it on my live streams and stuff. I think it's important. I got to look into Keyless. I got another partnership thing. So I don't know. It's from Caleb and Brown. Apparently, it's a crypto brokerage out of Australia. I've heard of it. I've been doing my homework on them by way of YouTube, but they reached out. So I'm going to look into them some more and see. So guys, remember I shared this freaking Venus thing, which is another platform that allows you to lend and borrow against your XRP? You remember that? Remember? Venus.io? Remember that? Still there. 0.91%. I'm getting 0.08% on my XRP right now. This is 0.91, so there's more. And the borrow against it is 4.95%. It was 4.88. It's 4.99 now. But I'm paying, more than that. I'm paying double figures to borrow. So, but yeah, I don't know if you guys knew it. Yeah, Venus.io. Interesting. I did check out their X page as well. I've been doing my homework on them. That is nice though. So if I'm getting 0.08 now and I can get 0.91, it's certainly better, 65%. And I think mine is 80%. Mine is 80%. Okay. So 65% though. That's a big difference. I can borrow, 80% on the XRP on the platform that I'm on. This one is 65% loan to value. So you got to pay attention to that. But the borrow rate is, goodness gracious, 4.95%. I mean, that is stupendous. Did you guys know about this? Oh, really? Sakari 2. Interesting. Sakari 2 says, I'm a customer of Caleb and Brown if you would like any info. Okay. Rick Cisneros says, Caleb and Brown spoke privately in the Mickey B. Fest Patreon. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, they reached out to me about a partnership. So Rick says, I use them. They are amazing. Do tell Rick and Sakaro too, both of you guys. Please share. So what do you like? You don't have to, what do you like about them? You don't have to go into too much detail, but what do you like about Caleb and Brown? And are you guys both in the States or no? Because my understanding is Caleb and Brown is out of the States, right? Out of the States. What the world? Right? They're not they're not based in the US. So do you guys want to share, your experiences with the CryptoCeej fam? That'd be awesome. We got 2 people here at Keyless on the stream that use Caleb and Brown. What do you guys like about it? Is it customer service? Is it ease of use? What do you know, if you don't mind sharing, what, maybe share one thing that you use them for. Is it buying? Is it selling? Is it storing? Scar Tooth has been trading there for years. So it's a brokerage. What is it like? Is it like having a Fidelity account for crypto? Is it like having a Fidelity account or something like that? Or is it more like a Robinhood thing? Ah, gotcha. Okay. So it's like, okay, it's a high-end service thing, like white glove, but no problem on execution. So it does not go down when everyone wants to trade. Got it. Very nice. Pookie Pookie says, man, this crypto is never ending learning. That's right. And yeah, I'm learning more and more that you really got to be, you really have to be all in. There's so many new things. Sakari 2 says, you get a personalized rep to talk to. My agent is stationed in England. I believe they are from, yeah, they're from Australia. I remember that. Personalized rep to talk to. Okay, I got it. I got it. So who do you think would benefit from having an account with Caleb and Brown? Would it be a busy person? Would it be a high net worth? Like who would benefit? Is this someone who doesn't want to open up a Coinbase account and have a MetaMask, right? Trying to mess around with MetaMask or Rabby wallets? It's probably that's what I'm thinking. Like somebody ain't trying to mess around and go to Google Chrome and download Rabby and MetaMask and freaking Gem Wallet, Crossmark. Sakari 2 says very secure trading and very safe. Very secure trading and very safe. It is strictly for crypto. Got it. And you can set your limit trades as well. Awesome. Rates for buying and selling are no different than at Uphold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Uphold is yeah, nice. Okay. Well, maybe I will respond to them and see what they talking about with this partnership. That's a very good point too, Sakari, too. You say the rates for buying and selling are no different than at Uphold. That's very important, for sure. Because and the reason why I say that because my understanding is the customer service is not a great look for Uphold. I don't know what else they got going on. I was I'm talking early days user. I bet you Uphold wasn't even 6 months old when I was using them, years and years ago. But my understanding is the customer service is not great at Uphold. But Sakari 2 says you will benefit because these people do not shut down. I hate exchanges. I do not like how they screw with my limits. Gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. The Superjet Beck is in the building. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, my friend. It says Caleb and Brown don't hold your crypto. They hold it on a cold storage wallet using Fireblock and guarantee liquidity on any sale. Nice, very nice. You're welcome. You're welcome. Superjet Beck. Oh, so it's nice for exiting too as well. Scar 2 says this is where you want to sell at. Yeah. Uphold's not an exchange. No, Uphold is just they're a broker. Like Coinbase is really the broker too. They're a broker as well. They're not an exchange. They're not an exchange. All right, cool. I'm gonna go check them out and ask them questions and see. I'll respond back to them. I appreciate you guys' input on that. Really do. Like I said, they reached out, and so we'll see. I'll reach out and see what they got to say. See what they got to say. See what's on their mind. Oh, that's right, Keyless. That's a friendly reminder for people who may have been on KuCoin. It's like 5 more days for US people. So you want to get your stuff off of KuCoin if you happen to be, uh, you know, if you were using KuCoin, you got 5, you want to get that stuff off there. Yeah. Yeah, that KuCoin is going to be a major loss, man. KuCoin was nice, man. KuCoin was definitely nice for sure. Which is funny too, Keyless, when I think about it. I mean, I don't know. Uh, but maybe that's going to change with the new administration. I don't know. The new administration is on the US front though. So they're on that US tip. So new administration might keep this stuff in place and be like, okay, no, use the US stuff. Use us. Use our US stuff. So they might be on that as well. You know, I mean, like, why are you using stuff based out of all these other places when you got what we got Kraken? I mean, they need to let that stranglehold off of Binance US. I mean, that would be nice. Because I don't know. Binance US seems like it's nowhere near what it used to be, So maybe things have changed, but Binance US gets back to the old, good old Binance US, because right now, not great. Binance US right now, not great. I'm a big fan of Kraken if I was to use an exchange. All right. So, all right, guys, I got to hop off here. I appreciate you guys big time. I'm going to go grab some dinner, I think, with little Miss CryptoCeej. Hang out a bit. Appreciate you guys being here. Do me a favor, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please do so on the way out. That'd be super, super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the streams. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight on Talk That Talk Thursday. Don't forget, freerogernow.org. Freerogernow.org. Roger Ver, big time value add to the digital asset space. This dude was at the front and center of adoption of the digital asset space. Funded, paid David Schwartz's salary at Ripple, right? Like 400K. Yeah. Started, seed round a bunch of stuff because he was a multimillionaire at a young age in his 20s. So when he discovered Bitcoin, he was already a multimillionaire. So things like Bitcoin, I think blockchain.com, definitely Ripple for sure. He was, not just an investor in Ripple, the company, but he also did the salary for David Schwartz. And he, bought a lot of early XRP, bought tons of XRP early on as well. So tons of Bitcoin early on and tons of XRP early on. So dude is okay. But again, he was already a multimillionaire before that. So there it is right there. freerogernow.org. It's just a petition to let people know that we, this overreach by three-letter alphabet people in government is not great. Not a good look at all. So, all right, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys for sure. I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my live streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.